throwing, what has he done and what do you see? And
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to have Steven back. He's been able to participate in all of our individual drills. So for about the first 25 minutes of practice, he's been able to participate, and then we've been able to get him into 7-on-7. So as long as there's been no pass rush or no taking snaps from the offensive line, he's been able to do all of that. So it's been exciting to see him. His arm is obviously very fresh. So there's a little bit difference from guys that have thrown about 1,500 passes each to someone that's thrown 100 passes. So I think the receivers aren't as happy. But he's really, it's exciting to watch him. And I'll tell you, it seems as if just from the brief snaps he's had, that the 13 practices that he hasn't participated in, he's learned a lot. He's really done a nice job commanding the line of scrimmage when he's gone out there.
You guys go talk to Mike too now if you like.
Hey Coach, can you sort of, only a couple practices left now, can you sort of sum up overall how happy you are with this group? I mean, you have a lot of guys coming in the fall, but is this group in particular, how they've done?
Yeah, absolutely. Going into Thursday and then the spring game, we're really close to the finish line. And it's been fun to watch the development of the younger guys. I think Eric Flowers has really developed for us, and he's going to be someone that can make an impact early. Taylor Gavois is getting better every day, and then the two young quarterbacks have shown signs of improvement and shown signs of maturation and a little bit more confidence. What I'm really pushing those guys to have is just have more confidence. Do what you've done. You guys were the elite players in your high school, the elite players in your conference, the elite players in your counties, the whole deal. And some in your state, you got to feel that way. You just kind of walk on a college field and you become overwhelmed. And I think that's been nice to see the last few weeks, and they've changed there. The running back position solid. Michael and Eduardo are both doing a nice job there. Still, I wouldn't say that there's one over the other in terms of what we're going to go with come the summertime. I think it'll be a nice competition again, and add Duke to the mix. I think they all have a role, though. They'll all be playing. At the wide receiver position, Rayshawn has continued to make tremendous plays. Allen's in again. Allen's playing a little bit more. We've got him taking some reps, and that's nice to see. He looks like he's got some fresh legs, so it's good to see him running around. And Phillip is back from his injury, and he's good to go. So those guys are all having a good camp. And then I guess the surprise of it has been how much Kendall Tompkins has contributed in terms of all of the scrimmages and what he's done, and the tight end position's been doing a nice job.
Are you still a little concerned I know Steven's not getting hit now, he can throw, but I know there's some issues with, what if he gets hit, when he starts getting hit and stuff.
Yeah, I think, the way, and I would say it's probably universal, unless teams that run the spread or zone read. Our quarterbacks will not get hit until the first game of the season. They will not get touched. There will be nobody near them. It's a matter of now just, sometimes there's some accidental contact, which we're trying to avoid right now. Come training camp, we won't be worrying about that. We feel really good about where he's at, and we feel like he'll be 100% fine for the season.
Do you sense morale has been lifted a little bit on your side of the football, because just to see him out there in an actual jersey and a helmet, maybe guys are responding to that?
I kind of feel that morale's been lifted because of all the other guys, really. I think they feel confident, and you feel Rayshawn's confidence, and I think guys have lifted from that. I think they feel Asante Cleveland making some plays, and Clive Walford making a lot of plays, and they feel really good about that. He just went out there today and caught a touchdown pass on a fade, which last year I don't think he would have caught consistently. So I think that Michael does an amazing job of keeping the group positive. And, we have a real positive group, so it's been fun to see that.
What are your expectations for the scrimmage, building on the last two and kind of showing improvement here?
It's going to be a little bit different structure. It's going to be more like game-like, so we'll be kind of split up in teams. We'll keep the first offense against the first defense, but I do expect us to move the football, and I expect us to score. I was disappointed that we didn't score in the last scrimmage nearly what I feel like we should. So the expectations are high for us to achieve and execute and be fundamentally sound, and most importantly, be a smarter, tougher, better conditioned, more disciplined team.
What's the format? Can you just say that, how it's actually going to run?
I think it's going to be like a true game. It's going to be orange versus green. it's just gonna be wherever, we try to score, and if not, I don't know if we're punting or not, but we'll just bring it back and try to drive the field again. Kind of like last year, but we're gonna keep the ones and twos together.
Have you been a lot more this spring, like just compared to last season, offense-wise, is there a lot more plays went over, or is it just basic, like, let's do this stuff right, basic stuff right?
Yeah, I think what we've done is as we self-scouted, we've decided what we did well, and we've really tried to focus in on that and improve on it. And the opportunity you have when you're in year 2 of a system versus year 1 is now you can look at yourself on tape rather than other teams. And you can kind of make those corrections of what you did rather than kind of say, hey, this is how Brandon Marshall ran it, or hey, this is how Matt Hasselbeck threw it. You can actually say, this is what you did, Stephen, against Maryland. This is what we need to correct. Or, this is how you ran this route. Fill up against Kansas State. This is what we need to correct.
Last one from Jedd, then we'll get on up there.
How would you sum up the spring for Rayshon, and what do you expect from him in the fall after what he's been able to do?
I couldn't be prouder of Rayshon, really. If you look at the spring, I think as a whole, he's had the most consistent spring of anyone on our team, anyone on offense. He's come to play every single practice and has contributed every single practice. Made some big-time plays, made some explosive plays, caught the ball in traffic, was physical, and I expect more from him in the fall. I think that we're going to rely upon Rayshon to have a tremendous season for us.
And real quick on Dallas Crawford.
Yeah.
Where do you see him fitting in terms of running back, slot? How much do you see
Dallas?
using him? Yeah,
Dallas is kind of a utility infielder for us right now. We're kind of moving him around and letting him, I don't know yet. I think we'll have to see how the young receivers come into play and see where he fits in there. And then, of course, see where Duke comes in and Danny Dillard comes in and where he fits in there. But Dallas will have a role. We just got to find the best way to get him the ball.
All right.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks.